Want to go see Lucky drive an Autopilot on the 7 Mile Bridge? Well, let's go! Welcome back to TesLUCKY, the YouTube channel where you can follow the adventures of Lucky the Tesla. And we're on our way to the 7 Mile Bridge, but I'm going to give you some bonus footage here of the Bahia Honda Bridge in between Big Pine Key and Marathon, one of the most famous, most recognizable bridges in the Florida Keys. And that is Bahia Honda Key ahead of us. There's a campground and beach and snorkeling area over there. And you can walk out on the end of the bridge. You can see there where the gap is from the side on Bahia Island Key. So just thought I'd give you a little bonus footage on our way up to the 7 Mile Bridge, which connects Marathon with the neighboring key. I think it's Ohio Key. Now I can't exactly remember what the key right before Marathon is. We will find out. I'm just going to go ahead and give you some extended autopilot drive time here with Lucky on a beautiful sunny day in Marathon County, Florida, where the Florida Keys are. There's Bahia Honda State Park on the right. We are already in autopilot here. Lucky will merge over. This car wants to get past us. That's not a problem because Lucky will sense there's somebody right there and just slow down for us. Let me see. I have Lucky set for 2 car lengths between our front bumper and the rear of the car in front, but we just had a little merging situation there with a car, and Lucky handled it all on her own. So this is US 1, which is the overseas highway, which in my opinion is one of the most beautiful drives in the world. And it's a sheer pleasure to be able to drive in Lucky here because the windshield is so big and it's just so much glass that it lets you just really, really take in the surroundings. I stand by my statement in our top 5 features video when our channel was brand new that the front windshield is one of my favorite features of our Model X. I do love the feeling of like driving in a fishbowl and looking at the sky, looking at the water, looking at the surroundings, especially when in autopilot. All right, so looks like there is some road work ahead and a lane shift ahead. So there may be a few times where I have to take Lucky out of autopilot based on road conditions. There are no street lights between us and the end of 7 Mile Bridge in Marathon. Of course, we always have to be paying attention for a random pedestrian or a dog or a deer or a bicycle or something. Always have to have eyes on the road and should have your hands on the wheel, at least one of them, or fairly close to it while driving in autopilot. That is the principle of the whole thing. Is, hands on the wheel, eyes on the road, but just relaxed, laid back and chill, which is kind of, the whole thing about being in the Florida Keys is being laid back and chill. Maybe that's why we're seeing so many more Teslas driving around in the Florida Keys because everybody wants to be laid back and chill in Autopilot. So we had a speed limit reduction down to 40 miles an hour. So Lucky sensed that and adjusted the vehicle speed accordingly. And let's see, we should be very, very close to 7 Mile Bridge now, and I think I forgot to notice what this particular key that we're on is called. There is a beach to the right, absolutely no social distancing going on that particular beach. Let me see if I can see here. 7 Mile Bridge right here, the start of the bridge, which is indeed 7 miles. I'll have to go back and do some research on what key is at the far end, or it's not really southernmost end. It's kind of, let's see, what direction are we going in? Right now we are going east-northeast. I'll figure out what key is on the other side. There's Money Key, by the way. There's an island out there that was really damaged pretty bad by Hurricane Irma. You can see it's a Sunday here in the Keys. There's a lot of boats. We have there's at least 10 boats, all social distanced pretty well out at Money Key. But the lobster mini season is coming up this week. Lucky just said, hey, don't forget about me. Had to give her a little signal so that she knew I was still paying attention. Lobster mini season starts this Wednesday, Thursday, so it is a really, really busy week for tourists in the Keys. That tree over there on that old bridge, if you can see that, is called Big Ben. There's just a tree growing, and that is the old 7 Mile Bridge that is no longer in use. You can see there's like a large tree and then like a little bush that are like somehow miraculously still growing. Oh my, there are lots and lots of boats out in those keys. Those little keys are like Money Key. Okay, so for some reason Autopilot just became unavailable. I'm not sure exactly why, because I didn't get the sound that indicated I got kicked off of Autopilot. But for whatever reason right now, I am driving Lucky myself because Autopilot is not available. I've had this happen once or twice. I have reported this to Tesla, and I talked to them about it in the mobile service appointment that we had a couple weeks ago, that there were just a couple of stretches where I normally use Autopilot and where sometimes Autopilot just becomes unavailable for reasons that I don't understand, because the weather is fine. And I've driven Autopilot on the 7 Mile Bridge all the way from one end to the other like so many times I can't even count. But now it says here, auto steer temporarily unavailable, reduced front radar visibility. I don't understand what would be causing this. If any of you viewers who already own Teslas have had this happen to you in Autopilot, and you have any insights into what causes this, let me know. But it's kind of bad timing, since I'm trying to shoot a Autopilot drive time video And now, for reasons that I can't explain, I got Autopilot taken away. Well, I guess you can still enjoy the view. We're now at the high point of 7 Mile Bridge. I just love the view from this high point on the bridge. The 7 Mile Bridge is indeed 7 miles, for anybody who was wondering where the bridge got its name. And yeah, it's a really pretty day. The water looks amazing. But I have no more Autopilot. Completely baffled by this development. But I don't want to stop shooting the video. Maybe we can get some answers here. So on the left side of the bridge there is Pigeon Key. That is sort of the end of the old 7 Mile Bridge, and you can take ferries down to Pigeon Key. It's a pretty interesting historic spot, and they've done a lot of restoration to it since Irma. And the old 7 Mile Bridge is also being restored. It was supposed to be closed for a year, and they closed it probably 3 years ago. Okay, Autopilot is back. Back in Autopilot. Speed limit 55. Autopilot set for max speed of 60. I'm going to go ahead and post this video because, it's a computer on wheels, and sometimes things happen with computers and with phones and with electric vehicles that you just don't fully understand. And we lost Autopilot for, I don't know, what was that, like 3 or 4 minutes? And now it's back. I wish we could get an answer to that. I probably will go the rest of the day without losing Autopilot. Let me know in the comments if you have been on the 7 Mile Bridge, if you have been to this particular area of the Keys between Marathon, Florida, and the Mystery Key that I will look up the name of later. The water here is spectacular. Really, really pretty day here. By the way, if you already love Tesla, if you're thinking about buying a Tesla, or if you're just curious about electric vehicles in general, please subscribe to our channel, TesLUCKY, and click the bell for notifications. All of our videos are Tesla related, and we post videos about once a week. So as of today, we're at 399 subscribers. Maybe we'll hit 400 today. We thank each and every one of you for supporting our little channel. Look at the water out there. Really, really pretty. There is a bar up here called Sunset Grill that has a pool, and let's see if there's any social distancing going on in the pool. Not so much. Not so much. Okay, we're in Marathon now, and I'm going to say goodbye until our next video. Thank you for taking a little ride with Lucky on the 7 Mile Bridge today, and you all stay safe, happy, and healthy out there in YouTube land.